Hey everyone, we're looking at a 2010 Mazda 6. This has the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder and the automatic transmission, and we have a leak in the front. There it is. What we're looking at here are the transmission cooler lines. We are going to do a drain on the transmission, and then we're going to do the lines and fill it back up. As you may have noticed, I've already removed both of the underbody shields. This one came off with 6 8mm bolts, and that one came off with 7 10mm bolts. This is not my car, so I don't know if the hardware and the count of them is accurate, but those are off already. There's no need to go through that with you. It's very easy. We're just going to get right to the drain. But first, I'm going to take this car out for a good 5 to 10 minutes to get the transmission fluid warm. This has been driven for about 10 minutes now. I just checked the fluid level and it's exactly where it should be. So we're expecting about 3 liters on a drain here. So let's get under the car. Okay, we've got our 8mm hex. There we go. I've got a bucket here that can hold 4 liters. And just in case anything goes wrong, I've got that bucket sitting in an aluminum pan. Might just let that bolt go straight into the bucket. It's pretty black stuff. I'm gonna let this drain, take my time. I'll be back soon. We'll see what we get out of it. While the transmission is draining, I'm going to remove this airbox. It's going to make life a lot easier to remove the 2 hoses where they attach to the transmission. So let's start with the mass airflow sensor. That just comes out of its hanger, and we push down, slide back, and this wire is out of the way. Okay, next let's just take this off. Have a look at the air filter while we're here. There's just 2, right, 3rd one down here. Forward, right? Now we're going to use a flat to open this up. That might be a 7, but I don't feel like getting one out. Filter looks fine. Now we've got 2 8mm here and there. This clip is to get opened up. This weird sawtooth thing, so you lift up on either end at the same time. You can do it by hand. So this end here goes up, and then the one underneath goes up, and you just split it like that. That should be everything. And now this should just pull up. No need to remove the tray, because I've now got a clear shot on both lines. There's one line right here. You can reach that easy. And also very easy to reach. There's a little connector right by it, but no problem. There's the second one. So those are 2 on the tranny. Very easy. We're back under the car. This is dripping slow enough that we can close it up. We've got just under 3.5 liters, if you believe this is accurate. The washer here looks totally fine. I replaced it last year when I did the last drain and fill. Let's clean up the area. Gently move this away. And torque spec on this is 23 to 30 foot-pounds. I'm gonna go with 26. So now that we see we've got 3.5 liters, or just under 3.5 liters, I'm gonna put in 3 when I do the fill, and then get the car warm, and then add from there. Time to get working on these lines. Let's have a quick look at the part before we get any further. So, here's the oil hose and pipe assembly. That's your part number. This is only for the 2009 and 2010 Mazda 6. Definitely for the 4-cylinder. I cannot say for sure if it's for the V6 models or not. This part is $320 plus tax, so in Ontario that comes out to $360. Plus some fluid I bought for the drain and fill. We're looking at about $400 to do this line set. That's with no labor. So here it is here. It comes with everything that you need, which is great because it helps see how it all goes together. So these 2 retainers go into the rad support. That keeps them together here. These go into the transmission, and these clips are great. All you have to do is fit the hoses on and then pull these out, and it fires that spring clamp closed. So we got 3 of those, and then this up here goes into the upper end of the rad hook, and that's a 16 mil flare nut we'll use on that. But the good part is we don't have to reuse anything that comes off of the car. Let's start with these. These are easy, it'll make me feel better. There we go. Looks like that's gonna come back real easy. This one's moving too, just have to give it a little twist. Again, I don't know how much fluid is gonna come out of here. I'm hoping that by draining it, we eliminated most of that mess. Well, that's nice. Nothing came out of that one. I'm just gonna angle that down. Okay. Just a little bit there. Perfect. So far, so good. We're now on the passenger side, and I'm trying to get to the 16 mil fitting here. It's there. It's just a little bit obstructed. So let's remove these. This might help a little bit. Okay. So there's that, and now these 2 lines sit in this bracket. So let's just lift those. Actually, let's just take that bracket right out. Let's not forget that. I've got a little bit more room. I did spray this with penetrating fluid Not sure if it needed it or not, but. Okay, so this is in the way. So let's remove this coolant line and hopefully it doesn't make much mess. It's just going to the overflow tank here. There. So we're gonna send that clip back. Now let's give this a twist. It's moving. Hopefully we don't lose too much coolant out of here. I'm gonna try and angle it up. Great. Let's let it do whatever it needs to do, which doesn't look like much. That's good. That's such a little amount, we don't have to worry about replacing it. Now, we're going to be turning counterclockwise toward the driver's side. Let's hope nothing bad happens here. Let's hope I can actually turn it. I do not have much room to move. Okay, it moved, so that's really nice when that happens. If we're lucky, maybe turn it by hand. Nope. Bit at a time, and eventually that will become loose enough. The fitting is out. The line is free. Okay. Can we see it? Yeah, we can see it. So there's the upper one. Now we got one left hose with a clamp. It's not in a great spot. So I ran into one little thing I wasn't expecting. So on this hose with the metal end and the fitting, if you go down a little bit, there's a spot for a retainer there. And you'll see right here on the new one, takes this plastic retainer. Easy, right? This retainer popper that I usually use, the standard size one, was not long enough, so thankfully I had this longer one here, and I was able to just jam that in there and pop it right out complete. So for the reinstall, I can take the center pin out. Should be a lot easier to reinstall because you can just push this rather than thread it. I'm fully aware this one's hard to see. But there I am. That's the last one there. Have to put my hand down. The front of the AC hoses. I still don't know if I'm going to get this. Well, I got it. You're not going to see how I did it, but I'll tell you. There's the clamp. I've got it moved over. To put one hand in this way, where the flashlight is here, and other hand through these with this, and then use one hand each on either end to squeeze that and move it back like that. Clamp, move back. Really miserable. So that all said, just have to twist this hose and pull it off the rad. I knew this one was going to be miserable. That's why I saved it for last. Here's another one you're not going to see. To get that hose off after the clamp was removed, I had to use this pry bar straight down in that direction, and I had to pull on the hose with my right hand while prying with my left on the pry bar to pry out toward the firewall. And that popped it off. There it is there. We are ready to remove the entire line set now. We know from looking at the new one, there's a retainer there and a retainer there. One. Then we're just breaking these out because we got new ones too. One side. Oh, god damn it. It's making a hole on me. Well, that's great. Anyhow. This line is caught up. The last one has to come out. You can see it's caught up there. I don't want to have to get up again. There. Goddamn thing. Disgusting. So here we are with a new line set. How bad could this be? Be very careful to route this the exact same way it came down, or you're gonna have to bring it out again. So this thing is loosely mounted. It's in place here. There's the driver's side. There's our new hoses dangling. We've got a mounting point right there for this one, which slides left and right. This one will go right in there. And these lines here to the rad go around the lower rad hose. So you run these up first, because there's lots of slack on the driver's side. We can click these in to the rad fan. Hopefully they hold. We get pulled down, it's locked in, pulled down, that's locked in. Okay, now we're still gonna connect that lower hose from down there, but the other three will be done from above. Make sure nothing got in your hoses while you were messing around. Okay. Now you should just be able to pull these, and it's going to lock into place. Moving over here, I've got this threaded in slightly. I'm going to thread this by hand as much as I can, and then crank it down with the flare nut. Okay, that's bottomed out. And then you get stuck there. Oh, we got some good movement here. might be enough. You also don't want to over tighten this and strip it, because then you might break that and the rad. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll watch for it after I run the car. While we're here, let's reconnect this coolant line. Done. We'll take these, lock those. The only one thing left is this clip that goes on the side here. Plan B. I'm just gonna run a zip tie around the whole thing. There. Okay. Excellent. So yeah, that's just to keep that in line with the rad fan. Last piece here is to get that last hose connected. I can do that from right here. Forget going back under. There. Okay, let's not forget about this. This can go any way, but I think it went on the inside. Doesn't really matter. Just keeps those two tied up. Okay, we've got the assembled airbox here. Careful always, you got your mass airflow sensor, very expensive part. I'm gonna see if I can get this whole thing in one shot. It's looking good. Okay. Maybe let's take that off. Might be hard to do later though. Let's see. Okay, so we're sitting in the three grommets on the battery tray. Now we gotta try to slip this guy through. There. Everything's sitting in place. This gets clipped. That's there, 2 8-mils. Tight. Okay. Mass airflow sensor connector. And now we are ready to fill the transmission. You'll want one of these, ideally. If you got another funnel, go for it. Also make sure it's clean. I can see I've got some bugs accumulated in here from the summer, so I'm gonna clean this out. Remember, you have to fill this very slowly, or it's gonna push right out the bottom of the funnel and make a mess. Just take your time and you'll save time. Keep an eye where the funnel meets the tube. If you see fluid coming out of there, stop and give it a moment. Oh, I was saying liters. This is a stupid quart. We're gonna do 2 more of those and then we'll come back. We got 3 quarts in there. Just checking under here, nothing's leaked. No tranny fluid, so We're good to take this off the ramps. We're gonna get it warm and then check the fluid level and top up as necessary. All right, so the car is running. There are no leaks. Got a little bit over 3 quarts added. There's fluid on the stick, and I'm gonna finish this up in the morning because we've got enough fluid in there to move the car. So we'll see you tomorrow. We're back here with our 2010 Mazda 6. I just took this for a short drive to get the fluid warm, and then while the car was running in park, I checked the fluid, still on the stick but a little low, so I added about another 400 milliliters or so. Checked it again while the car was running. That's very important, and we are good. We are in range on the stick. I've checked again at all 4 hose points, and we have no leaks, so this job is done. And that's how you change the transmission oil cooler lines on your 2009 to 10 Mazda 6. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.